Hey everyone, what I have here is the aftermath of me putting in collectibles to the game. So you'll see these white dots, which are supposed to be just standing collectibles. I just called them coins for now, but we could turn them into like the cheese of the cheese wheel, like as the health collectibles, that kind of thing. And I'm going to show you the scripts and also just other implementation of the actual, coin collectible script. So, just as a, I guess, preview, we can look at what happens if we press play. So we still have this guy jumping. We have that parallax effect of the ground moving at a faster rate than the background. And now, oh, and then we also have the floating platforms from last video. And now, if we go to the player game object, look at the component for new players, so the script, and we'll see I added a coins collected variable and serialized fielded it, so we could see it update in real time and pay attention to the number. It says 0 right now. I think it might be a little small for whatever device you're looking at it on. But if I move into the coin, it goes up by 1. If I move into this coin, it moves up by 2, and then you can see that it just so happens to be that I collect the coins. Yippee, like you do with coins. Alright, so now let's get into how it was implemented, and this is mainly just scripting. Before that, I'll just go over the new prefab created. It's called coin for coin, and you'll see that it has the collectible script. Ooh, that's actually supposed to be collectible. I'm not sure if that will affect it down the line, but we'll see, I guess. But yeah, anyway, I put the collectible script on the coin prefab, so whenever I just drag in another coin, that coin will be like all the other coins. It has its collectible script, it has its circle collider, and voila. Oh, also, the circle collider 2D has the is trigger checked off, so it acts as like a signaler kind of thing, and it's basically what tells collectibles to do its thing. So let's go to the collectible script. Let me exit out of full screen really quick and then drag this over here. So here we have collectible, the script, and let's just go through this one by one. So what I have at the top line is an enum, which is a short for enumeration, which is basically like a drop down which is created in the actual UI in Unity, or interface in Unity. And what this enumeration holds are item types. So we're gonna have different collectibles, right? Different types of collectibles. Whoops, I just dropped something. Different types of collectibles, so we need to actually have those stored as like types for each of these collectibles we're going to be creating. So for now, I just put coin and health as the two main collectibles in this enumeration, and I serialized fielded the item type so we could actually see what item type the collectible is that we're working on. And this is just some testing to see if it works, so let's go back in Unity real quick. And if I go to the coin, just a coin game object, you'll see that if I just clear this, pay attention to the console. According to this script, when I press start, if there's some game object in Unity that is item type coin, then it's going to log I'm a coin in the console. And if there's any item types or items that are type health, as in here, that's actually supposed to say health, whoops. But yeah, so if there's a health game object or health type game object, then it's going to debug.log I'm a health. And I'll go over this in a bit, but let's just see how this works. So we go into Unity, press play, And well, first we see that there's 6 coins, so we should expect to see 6 messages pop up in the console. So we press play, we see that there's indeed 6 messages of I'm a coin in debug.log. Now if we were to change this collectible into a health type, so right here, just press that and it turns into a drop down, we select it to health. We should see 5 I'm a coins and 1 I'm a health, and we see exactly that. Alright, so let's change that back to coin because it's supposed to be a coin. And let's go back to the script and look at what this is. So this is a function, first off, and it has the parameter collider2D collision. And on trigger enter 2D, which is what it's called, is actually just a built-in function that is, I guess, built in by Unity. It's kind of self-explanatory by the name. And so what it does is that this collider2D collision is going to hold the information of the object that whatever game object this script is on collides with. So if I collide with the player, then collider2D collision is going to have the value of player, or not exactly, but it'll be specifying that you're colliding with the player. So that's basically what this if condition is checking. If collision.gameObject.name is equal to player, so if the game object we're colliding with has the name player, then just do this stuff. So what I have here is GameObject.find player. So this first tells Unity to search for that game object called player, and then .get component angle brackets new player and then parentheses, which finds a component called new player, which is also the name of the script in the player game object. And finally, we're going to access the coins. We're going to access the coins collected variable and then add 1 to it. This is the plus is just adding 1 to the coins collected value. And this variable you can find in the new player script right here. And just as a side note, it's important that we put it as public so these scripts could access this variable and actually change it. And after that, we'll destroy the game object, which basically means that once we collect it, it can't be collected again. So stuff like coins obviously would be a good candidate for things to be destroyed. And yeah, that's the explanation of the script. If you want to see this again, pay attention to these coins and what happens after I run into them. So right now they exist. They're just standing there, and when I jump onto them, you'll see that they decrease 1 by 1. It's that one. And that should, yeah, there you go. And I think that is going to be the basis of our collectible system. We can create another prefab for health, another prefab for, like, I don't know, poison collectibles if we want to do that. That's stuff that we were talking about in the game design document. But that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and you have a good day.